We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. So the Bronx Bombers have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Jordan Montgomery, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Really like this guy. He reminds me a lot of Andy Pettit, left-hander from the University of South Carolina. Not an overpowering fastball, kind of like Andy Pettit. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. His secondary pitches he needs to improve on a little bit, but this guy has a bright future. Quality arm from the left side.
So striding in, Trey Turner. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the at-bat. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Mark, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
In there, and it's even at 1. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edge. Gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
So he sets him down swinging. Hanser Alberto. Goes down for out number 2 in the top half. So here's Trey Mancini as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
3-0 pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. It's been a big season for him in the power department, closing in on a home run title.
And what's amazing about this, Dan, you see guys get hot. When they get hot, it's usually base hits and doubles. Not the case with this monster. He's driving everything he sees out of the ballpark.
Absolute pitcher's nightmare right now. On point with the fastball. You throw him a breaking ball, it better be a good one, because if you hang it, he's going to bang it.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little two-out lightning might ensue by one check swing holding up.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Mancini leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Lifted in the air out to center field. Oh, and he can't come up with it. The relay. Throw won't get him. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a two-bagger.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And there's ball one. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Second and third, two away. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and the throw to first ends the inning. Orioles strand a couple. Orioles nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Jordan Yamamoto gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Newman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
pulls this one in the air out to left. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. A ball and no strikes. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. One and one the count now. One out, nobody on. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Now the pitch.
The count is 3-1.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this two-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A one-out walk here in the home first.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Digging in, Torres. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. From the belt, kicks and deals. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1.
Albert. You know they find it smart.
Now a move over to first. Runner
I
back safely.
find a drone. I found a drone
Runner at
that
first
my
here,
cousin
one
bought
man
me when
out.
I was like 12 days. And I think it's still working. I bought it. I set it up now. I set it up.
And he fires in a strike
when I-
this time to make it one
I don't know,
ball and
30
one strike.
Yeah.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage.
The one that
I'm
scored
not
on my
mad at
connect
that
on my
take.
phone.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Yeah.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there.
Wait, I
Runners
was young.
on
I
first
didn't know
with
what.
one
I
down.
didn't know how to use it like that.
He's running. And it's fouled away.
But I can set it. I can set it up. I can set it up soon. I can set it up soon.
And another foul ball.
When I set it up, it could be fun, but I ain't gonna lie.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
In now, Gary Sanchez. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. A runner on first with
Wait, I
2
guess it
away.
ain't supposed to spring.
swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah,
Hey,
they
that's
say
just a great
they
mix
say
of
that if you
pitches right
have
there, and that's
like
what this guy's going to
defense
do if
or
he's going to keep
and
this team off
good interior
balance.
defense, good block, and the batters to do it, like niggas say, like I ain't gonna be able to stop shit, but I mean, but if you have it, then yeah,
Ready
you
to
can be able
deal.
to do it.
Here's the 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I
They say
like that they went away with
they
this
say they
one.
nerf it.
The execution didn't work,
I know
but
yet.
I
I
like
ain't
the
done it.
idea behind it.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
And this is hit hard to the right side. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First pitch of the at-bat. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Ready with the 0-1. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Two men are on with two men out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mancini makes the catch for out number 3. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Second inning set to go, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Brantley, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was selected in the 7th round back in 2005.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-1 home.
Yankees.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Dominguez is there, one away.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21, some guys figure it out at 30, some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who's come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
Anthony Santander comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. 276 the average coming in for him. 29 homers and 74 RBIs. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. First offering on its way. Ball 1.
That ball went out.
Lifted in the air to center. Brantley is under it. He's got it 1 away.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 21 homers and 67 runs batted in. Ground ball left side. Turner has it. And there are 2 away now.
That's mad tough.
Stepping into the box, Aaron Hicks. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Count 1 and 2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 3-2 to the Yankees center fielder.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, who move to the 3rd with no score. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and up next will be the big catcher Jorge Alfaro. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Trey Turner is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Left side. Newman's got it. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Boy, that's what Wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can no wheels. Newsflash, you got no wheels.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it 0-0 and he let it fly.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And he's safe.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
Third inning, no score to this point. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. 32 now for the season. And the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Here's Carlos Santana now. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Dominguez is there. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Brantley.
So coming to the plate, Michael Brantley. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
3 runs already home here. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. He pops it up.
He is
Griffey
lying,
just beyond the
Ricardo.
infield.
Albert is
Torres
lying.
under it to make the catch to end the inning. But the Orioles push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home
Ricardo,
run.
Albert is
Bottom of the
lying.
3rd coming up. It's now 3-0 Baltimore. Digging in, Jason Dominguez, and he really thrives in the batter's box here
Hold
at
on.
home. Something
Albert,
to
you
keep
see
an
my
eye
account?
on in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Brantley is under it. He's got it one away. So with one gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Kevin Newman will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Stepping in now, Tyler Wade. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but he can't connect.
All unlike Ricardo.
Trying to make something happen there with a drag bunt. Couldn't get it down, but I like that he waited a pitch to give it a try. Sometimes that will back the defense up a bit if they're anticipating it on the first pitch of an AB.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 2 out, nobody on. And 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Santander. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0.
No, he won it like vision.
Stepping up to the plate, Anthony Santander. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hard hit ball to second. Torres picks it up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile-an-hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Digging in now, Howie Kendrick. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now. And that is swung on and missed. on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4. Stepping in, Jorge Alfaro hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
This is on the ground over to first. He's right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
High and deep to right center. Racing back the right fielder. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 26 for him on the season, and that'll put the Yankees on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
At the plate now, Gary Sanchez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
The 3-0. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Kendrick has it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Andujar is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Two balls and a strike. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. At the plate, Garrett Cooper. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, we got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
The 1-0. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. The Yankees claw back a bit thanks to the home run. We're through 4. It's the Orioles 3 and the Yankees 1. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Fouled off. Two and one to count to Trey Turner. Hit hard to the right, but foul. On the ground to second for Torres. Reined in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
For the Orioles, the designated hitter, Hunter Alberto.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Hanser Alberto. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Into the box now, Trey Mancini, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
So now to the plate, Miguel Sano. As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. One 0 count. Here it is. A ball and a strike.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
2 out with the man at first. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. From the belt, the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Into the box, Carlos Santana. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 home.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
2 down, runners at first and second. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Eric Skoglund trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley as he sends it on the ground to first. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. Orioles settle for 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Orioles are on top 4-1. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Yankees manager to discuss his thoughts on his team's offense. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind. So the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here comes the first pitch. Giancarlo Stanton is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation, I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
The windup and the 0-1.
the plate, ball 1. I got to count 2 and 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
To the plate now, Aaron Hicks. And that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Line to the right side. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Jason Dominguez stands in as he looks at a called strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And it's 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Full count now. 3-2. Kevin Newman waits on deck. Short, hit hard. Turner gloves it, and there's out number 2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Newman. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball just misses, apparently. 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1 home. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And Kendrick will make the play to retire the side. The Yanks leave 1. They trail it 4-1. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skoglund, a native Floridian. He was selected in the 3rd round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And he fouls this one off. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Howie Kendrick. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And it's fouled away. This pitch is popped up. Cooper is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
The catcher, number 34, Jorge Alfaro.
Digging in once again, Jorge Alfaro. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
Oh, that's too high.
Fouled off. A little bit outside. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Torres has it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they lead it 4-1. Striding in once again, Tyler Wade. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-2.
That's ball two.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, so the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Marcus Walden will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 64, Marcus Walden.
At the plate now, Torres. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Sixth inning. 4-1 is our score. Ball even at 2-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He was a ground out victim last time up. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. Two pitches fouled away. Runners on first with one down. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Mancini moving back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. One left for the Yankees, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Seventh inning ready to roll, and stepping up as the shortstop, Trey Turner. First pitch on its way. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he won't take any chances on that one, as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Hard hit toward the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he's back easily. Standing in now, Hanser Alberto. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the stretch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Now a throw over. Runner back standing. Nobody out. Runner on first. Three and one. Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. The 3-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Torres scoops it up. There's 1. On to first, and they get them both. Trey Mancini will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run. A big blow early on. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball off the plate away for ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's too high, ball 2. A bouncer to the left side. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Nothing doing this time around for the O's as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Trevor May gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Trevor May.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Garrett Cooper. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
First baseman,
Here's the first pitch to him. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brantley is under it. 1 out.
fielder,
Ready once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
In now, Aaron Hicks, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. One 0 count. Here it is, and it's fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Shoots this one over to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail it 4-1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Miguel Sano, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Pitch on the way. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. On deck, Carlos Santana. And right into the shift. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings.
Come on, dog.
Ready now for Baltimore, Carlos Santana. He singled his last time up.
But you don't say. Don't tell him.
But you're gonna say that beforehand.
Wait, Tyler should be lucky. I only hear gal, but your buddy get mute, bro. Just tell him they get mute, bro.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. 8th inning. 4-1 is our score. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. 2 gone. Into the box now, Michael Brantley. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
2 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Down Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Hicks is under it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they lead it 4-1. Digging in the switch hitter, Jason Dominguez. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Dylan Betances will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year. First pitch on its way. This is line to left. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Now batting, Kevin Newman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Comes set with the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Brantley on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. So striding forward now, Tyler Wade. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. High in the air out to center field. After it is Brantley. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Chad Green enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Anthony Santander will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. From the stretch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And even 30 home runs on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Number 6, second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Into the box now, Howie Kendrick, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Elbert. I'm laughing now.
Here comes the 1-0. Here's a little chopper up the middle.
No,
Torres brings it in on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Alfaro. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's set and the pitch.
Nope. Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
The 1-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He swings and grounds it to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up and he couldn't recover in time.
In now for the O's, Hanser Alberto. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he just manages to get his hand in. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. On the move is Stanton. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Orioles add on thanks to the solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Bombers. It's the Orioles 5 and the Yankees 1. Hunter Harvey, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Hunter Harvey.
Torres will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far.
This is based on the meme, right?
Y'all, to me, I'll be showing a video with Geisha. With the meme, with the carpenter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Probably a design take.
See,
Right
make it
there. They
you.
need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
2-2 the count. The pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. No hits to this point. First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
Nobody out, runner on first. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1.
Count 2-1.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to first. Santana's got it. One there. Back to first. A ninth inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the ninth, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
In now is the Yankees DH, Miguel Andujar. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First delivery to him on the way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
To the plate now, Garrett Cooper. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Last chance for the Yankees. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 5-2 game.
Hey, D-Roll, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that misses. 1-1.
1-1.
Inside and low. 2-1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
All even now. 2-2. Two out, 2 strike offering. Here it is. And he strikes him out to end it here, as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Well, that's win number 90 on the season for them so far, and they've been a force on the field all year long. And by the looks of it, they're not done yet.
5-2 the final score tonight. Baltimore with their 90th win, best in the division. Jordan Yamamoto hangs win number 11 on his line. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.